Welcome to Nutrition Your Way. I'm your host, Cindi. This podcast is for those of you that finally want to have control over your own health and your family's health. This is for you if you don't know what to eat to help your chronic illness or even your child's ADHD. I will share with you how to easily swap out unhealthy ingredients in your food for healthier ingredients that won't make you sicker or affect your chronic illness. And yes, you can still eat your favorite foods. Other areas I will cover include how to remove toxins from your food and life, how to eliminate the overwhelm you have with your health, including how to read labels, meal plan and prep, and how to manage grocery shopping with ease. My goal is to make biohacking effortless. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nutrition Your Way, the podcast where we explore how the right nutrition can support your health at every stage of life, not just menopause. I'm your host, Cindi, and today we're mapping out your road to strong bones with the episode Calcium, Collagen, and Menopause, your bone health roadmap. So today's episode is going to be about menopause. So as we journey through menopause, our bodies undergo significant changes, and one area that needs special attention is our bone health. Today, we'll explore how the right nutritional choices, especially focusing on calcium and collagen, can help keep our bones strong and resilient during this transition and beyond. So during menopause, our bodies produce less estrogen, a hormone that plays a key role in maintaining bone density. This decrease in estrogen can lead to a loss of bone mass, making our bones more susceptible to fractures and breaks. But don't worry, with the right strategy, we can support our bone health effectively. You may have heard terms like osteoporosis and osteopenia. Let's break those down. Osteopenia is a condition where bone density is lower than normal, but not low enough to be classified as osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, on the other hand, is a more severe condition where bones become fragile and brittle, significantly increasing the risk of fractures. While menopause is a major factor in bone health, it's not the only one. Genetics, lifestyle, and certain medications can also play a role. So if you're making some bad choices in your life with your lifestyle, that plays a big part in it. But today we're going to focus on what we can control to keep our bones strong, starting with our nutrition. Nutrition has a lot of power in our body to keep us healthy and to make us sick, depending on the nutrition that you eat. So if you haven't figured out the theme as a nutritionist, that's nutrition can actually heal us. So let's dive into two key players in our bone health roadmap: calcium and collagen. Calcium is the mineral that gives our bones their strength and structure. So during menopause, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and retaining calcium, which is why our needs increase. For women over 50, the recommended daily intake of calcium is 1,200 milligrams. Now, while dairy products have often touted as the go-to source for calcium, it's important to note that they're not the best source for calcium. This has been studied over quite a few years, several decades. Additionally, some studies suggest that the high animal protein content in dairy might actually increase calcium excretion, so it's not helping absorb the calcium at all. So fortunately, there are plenty of excellent sources of calcium, including these 6 things. Dark leafy greens like kale, collard greens, and bok choy. Number 2 are seeds, particularly chia seeds, sesame, and poppy seeds. 3, calcium-fortified plant-based milks and juices. 4 would be calcium-set tofu. But here's a caveat with this. You want to look, anytime you ingest soy, you want to find organic, non-GMO soy products. But just as an FYI, all soy products are endocrine disruptors. So it messes with your hormones. So I don't eat soy because of my thyroid, my Hashimoto's I've had for 23 years, which is what some people eat it to replace like estrogen in their body in menopause, but I avoid it at all costs because it just isn't a good thing for your endocrine system. Number 5, certain types of beans like white beans and navy beans are good for calcium. And the last one here is canned fish with soft bones like sardines, which I'm sure I don't eat, and salmon, which I love. So sardines might not be on the top of everyone's list. So these diverse sources often come with the added bonus of other nutrients that also support your overall bone health. But here's something many people don't realize. Calcium doesn't work alone. It needs vitamin D to be properly absorbed by our bodies. Aim for 600 to 800 IU of vitamin D daily. And while sunlight is a great source, you can also find it in fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified foods. Yeah, definitely sunlight, it would be your first choice. And like 20 minutes, I was always in the morning, I go out for about 20 minutes to get some sun on me to help raise my vitamin D levels. And I do take a vitamin D supplement that is from the biotech company LifeVantage that I'm partnered with, and it's non-toxic and tested and extremely healthy for you. So that's what I also take that, plus I go out and get sun. So now let's talk about collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in our bodies and a major component of our bones. It provides a framework for calcium to build upon, kind of like the steel rebar in reinforced concrete. Our bodies produce calcium naturally, but this production decreases as we age, especially during and after menopause. To support collagen production, focus on foods rich in the building blocks of collagen, which would be protein-rich foods like lean meats, fish, and legumes. So lean meats, not fatty meats. Vitamin C-rich foods like citrus fruits, berries, and bell peppers. Zinc-rich foods like oysters, beef, and pumpkin seeds. And foods containing copper like nuts, seeds, and whole grains. So, like I said, nutrition plays a big part in our body performing and behaving the way it's supposed to. So, those are 4 natural ways through food to help your collagen production. There's also a lot of collagen products on the market, but 99% of them are just a waste of money. They are not hydrolyzed, which means they are not easily digestible. So whatever you're ingesting with the powder, and there's some that are in liquid form that are not hydrolyzed, but they're not absorbing into your body, and you're not getting the the collagen that you're paying money for. But the one I use, it's True Science Activated Collagen. It has patents, it has peer-reviewed studies, it has clinical studies, and it is the only collagen on the market that helps your body make its own collagen. So every collagen out there puts collagen in your body, but this one actually teaches your body, it activates your body to create its own collagen. So you can actually go on a maintenance level of this after a few months of taking it every day. You could go on a maintenance level and save money, and it's still, your body is still creating your own collagen. And there is no other collagen that does this. So you have to be super careful with the products that you buy, and you can't believe the marketing that's like on the product, because they're just trying to sell their product. This one has actually been tested. It's from a company that's publicly traded and is debt-free. Not many companies today are debt-free. But definitely you can supplement your collagen to create your own collagen, plus eat the foods that help create the collagen. So now let's talk about two other nutrients that don't get as much attention but are equally important for bone health: magnesium and vitamin K. Magnesium helps regulate calcium levels in the body and is found in foods like nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Vitamin K assists in bone formation and can be found in leafy greens and fermented foods. And if you're wondering whether you can get enough of these nutrients through diet alone, you're not alone. This is where some supplements can come in handy. However, it's super crucial to talk to your doctor first before starting any supplement regime, because there are some supplements that you can take too much of and it can have really bad effects on you. Like, it could cause toxicity. So you want to make sure that you're not taking too much of something. So we've covered nutrition, but diet is only part of the equation. Exercise, particularly weight-bearing exercises, is crucial for maintaining strong bones. Weight-bearing exercises are activities that make you work against gravity while staying upright. This can include walking, jogging, dancing, or strength training. These exercises stimulate bone formation, helping to increase or maintain bone density. So if you're new to exercise or returning after a break, start slowly. Even a 10-minute walk can be beneficial. Gradually increase your activity level and always listen to your body. So the stronger your muscles are, the more muscle mass you build will help protect those bones. So while you're strengthening your bones through your diet, the exercise is going to wrap your bones. Your muscles are going to wrap your bones in a protective, like, bubble wrap to help it. But you still need to get your bones stronger. So now let's touch on some lifestyle factors that can affect bone health. Smoking and excessive alcohol consumption can negatively impact bone density. If you smoke, quit. And it can significantly improve your overall health when you do quit, including your bone health. And as for alcohol, moderation is key. Less is better, obviously. Maintaining a healthy weight is also important. Being underweight can increase the risk of bone loss and fractures, while obesity can lead to other issues that indirectly affect bone health. So that new GLP-1 that's coming out 9 days, it's coming out October 11th. So by the time this podcast is going to air, this product will probably be available already. But it helps you lose weight, so then you're not stressing out your bones. And, so any help that you can get to keep your bones healthy, you should really do. It's hard to keep them from getting brittle as we get older. So let's talk about the bone density scans. These tests, often called DEXA scans, measure your bone density and can diagnose osteoporosis before a fracture occurs. The National Osteoporosis Foundation recommends that all women 65 and older have a bone density test. However, if you have risk factors, your doctor might recommend earlier or more frequent testing. In some cases, your healthcare provider might recommend medications to prevent or treat osteoporosis. And these can include hormone therapy and some other different drugs. And each medication has its own benefits and risks. So it's important to have a thorough discussion with your healthcare provider to determine the best option. Again, I chose the bioidentical hormone therapy route, not the pharmaceutical one, and I'm not having any issues with it. So now let's dive a bit deeper into the current research on bone health during menopause. Studies have shown that the rate of bone loss accelerates during the menopause transition, with women losing an average of 10% of their bone mass during this time. This makes it even more crucial to take proactive steps to protect our bones. One interesting area of research is the connection between the gut health and bone health. Some studies suggest that a healthy gut microbiome may play a role in better calcium absorption and overall bone health. While more research, is always appreciated, this highlights the importance of the balanced diet that's rich in prebiotics and probiotics. And again, I use prebiotics and probiotics from LifeVantage and don't have any issues because your gut controls a lot of the issues in your whole body. Another fascinating development in the use of technology is monitoring bone health. Wearable devices and smartphone apps are being developed to help track activity levels, nutrition, and even provide reminders to take supplements or medication. So while these tools can be helpful, they should complement, not replace, regular checkups with your healthcare provider. So before we wrap up, I want to just emphasize the importance of fall prevention, and not the season of fall, but actually falling. As we age, falls become more common and can have serious consequences, especially if our bones are fragile. So some tips for fall prevention would be: keep your home well lit and free of clutter. Use non-slip mats in the bathroom and the kitchen. Wearing supportive low-heeled shoes. And then doing exercises that improve balance and coordination like Tai Chi. So remember, while calcium and collagen are crucial for bone health, they're just part of a bigger picture. The balanced diet rich in the variety of nutrients, regular exercise, and a healthy lifestyle all contribute to keeping our bones strong during and after menopause. So, to recap, focus on a diet rich in calcium from diverse sources and nutrients that support collagen production. Engage in regular weight-bearing exercises, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and don't hesitate to discuss bone health with your doctor. Okay, so hopefully today you found some little juicy golden nugget out of everything. And remember that your bones support you every day. So make sure you're supporting them with the right nutrition and lifestyle choices. Thank you for being here for another episode of Nutrition Your Way, and I will be in your headphones next week. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when new episodes are released. And if you like what you hear, I would love for you to leave a review. Thanks for listening today. I really appreciate you tuning in to the Nutrition Your Way podcast to learn about easy swaps, toxin-free nutrition, and how to biohack your family's health. Don't forget to subscribe here, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Cindi Stickle or my website cindystickle.com for the latest updates. Links are in the episode description.